Mm-mm-mm. They gotta be kidding me. With this can opener. This is literally the old-fashioned can opener. The one that hurts your hand. Ugh. There we go. So, this stuff, eating stuff from a can really isn't good for you. This is for my client, not for me. I ain't eating this. Not trying to be a butthole. uh, Definitely not trying to be a butthole, but gotta do what I gotta do. Let's see, this was the Hey, how you doing? In my pajamas. You see what this says? Fill yourself with Jesus. I'm sitting here at work. How y'all doing? Happy 2025. Ooh, I gotta get used to that. That's not a bad thing. That's a blessing. We have a client that can only eat, he can't eat any meat and anything with protein in it. So he eats a lot of vegetables. So this is some vegetables that was grilled. This was grilled on the grill. Some corn and then cut off of it. Yeah, that's what he's gonna have for lunch tomorrow when he goes to his program. How y'all doing? What did y'all do for the say raise yeah, I'm in the back. Wow. I just caught on to that. A little slow moment. So, what did y'all do for 2025? I just sat in the backyard and did like a bonfire with my fiance. That's all I did. And called it a day. I took this class today too. So I'm hoping it works out for me. Did y'all do anything fun for the new year? Like I said, I didn't really. Everybody I talked to said they really didn't do that much. They said they just pretty much chilled out, hung out at home. That's small. Oh, that's snack bags. That's why. So I'm just making his lunch. The person who worked here before me today is technically the one who's supposed to make his lunch, but they did not. So I am doing it now. He eats a lot of fruit, a lot of vegetables. He eats no meat at all. For some reason, meat causes him a reaction. Oh wow. You know, people get on here and they troll. What they fail to realize is you have to be careful for the energy you put out into the world, because it may not directly come back and shoot back at you, but it may affect your family, your friends, and it may affect you 20 and 30 years from now. You got to be careful how you speak, you know. And anybody that is in a position that is disabled, and not by choice, not by reckless behavior, not by doing things that they had no business doing, and then life got to them, and they were just born this way, you know, be a little bit more kinder with your words. That's what I will say. Because one thing about it is, God will always show people. So be mindful. Nobody is above anybody. Nobody is better than anybody. Even if you are not mentally handicapped or physically handicapped, it doesn't take away that those people would have a purpose. And that's why they're here on this earth, because they have a purpose. So find yours. Find your purpose. Instead of sitting on social media at almost 2 in the morning running your mouth, knowing you just running your mouth because you know you have no life. Yeah. So find a purpose, get a life, have a good one. I don't know if you guys ever been to Sweet Frog. I love Sweet Frog. Who is that sending to you now? Sweet Frog is really good. It's an ice cream place. Oh, my friend just texted me. Huh? Friend said, "Are you still buying X, Y, and Z?" Yes, I am. I just bought like 100 more. Oh wow. Anyway, so what did you guys do for the New Year's? Did you guys go anywhere? Anybody go out? Anybody go to the club? Any of that? Because I don't know, I wasn't feeling the club this year. I just felt like staying home with my fiance and the family, and that's what I did. Water as well. As I pack his lunch, which is apples, a lot of vegetables and fruit, and some crackers. Because they don't know, they didn't tell me if he had program tomorrow, but come to find out he do. And then not only that, you know what kills me about social media? And I love being on it, and this is like fun for me. It's energetic for me because it's a situation that makes me feel like I can reach someone without reaching someone. Is the fact that people fail to realize that when this camera goes off, we don't give a fuck about anything you say on here. Like, zero. Because guess what? Real life is still going on no matter what. Gotta remember that real life is good. Real life don't stop for nobody. So why some decide to come on here and be participants in ignorant behavior, some of us are going to challenge ourselves to be better. And you wish, you wish, you wish, but it don't work like that. You wish. It's called pajamas. It's called oversized tees. Go get one. Go relax. Go get a moo. You wish. My arm don't jiggle. You wish. But like I said, you wish. But keep wishing. Because while you're on here, you're just making me money. Thank you so much. Please keep going. Please keep going. Please keep going. Because I hope you know I'm monetized, so I'm getting paid as long as you stay on here and keep viewing me. So please keep viewing me. Please keep talking. Yes, stay on my live too. Make sure you stay on the live. Don't go nowhere. Make sure you don't go nowhere. Stay right here. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. You don't care, but you're on here getting me paid. Thank you. I really appreciate anybody that comes on here and make sure that I get my views, to make sure I get what is due to me, due to the fact that you're on here watching me. I'm not on here watching you. So what does that say? Think about that. So just stay on here. So anyway, so then I went and got, me and my fiance, we went and got our marriage license on the 31st because this, so we went and did that. And then, what did they do? On the 31st, other than getting my marriage license, I went to work. You know, that was about it. I ain't do nothing else. I sat up here and I work with my two clients that I have on a daily basis. I have a client who lives with me, and then I have a client that I go pick up in the morning. I went and got, and first of all, you do your marriage license. What kills me is they tell you that if you do it online, it's faster. We went in there to the courthouse at 9:30 to wait. You know, to we had everything filled out online. We just had to bring the proof, which is your birth certificate, your social, and your license. So we went up there, we brought our license, and whatever the case may be, people sat up there and still kept sitting up there like making us wait like a whole hour, just to sit up here and get a marriage license. But it's just like, I don't know. It's a little ridiculous, but I feel like if you do it online and all you have to do is bring proof, it shouldn't take as long. But then they had to call to get stuff verified and all this other stuff, and I don't know. It was just stuff like that, but it took a while, but it all worked out. So I'm just happy that we got it. So then now when we go get married, everything will be okay. Oh, this is my friend texting me from Florida. I'm gonna call you in a bit. Oh, my friend is on here too. That's not a fan, guys. This is the group home and this is their microwave. So if you can't hear me, I don't know what to tell you. If you can't hear me, I don't know what to tell you. I'm at work, can't you see? I'm at work, can't you see? This is the group home and I'm making money. I'm making money online and I'm making money. I'm making money online. Ooh, it's hot. Making money online and I'm making money sitting here at work. So it's all working out. I'm ready to go home though. I wish it was the weekend. Cause don't get me wrong, even though I only work here twice a week at the group home, it's not bad, but it just be making me tired, like real tired. Like I be exhausted, like coming here, and it's not because the work. It's because it's boring. Because you got to sit up and stay up at night, to make sure the guys are all right. So that's about it. But they're all right. They're all sleeping and stuff. We got that one that always act a fool. There's always one that likes to turn up, but I'm gonna let them turn up. What is that? Go back to sleep. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing today. And then today I gotta work, obviously. And I hope my friend ain't calling and ask me for no money, cause that's what I feel. I feel like it's giving, asking me for money. Yeah, it's giving asking me for money. So, but you ain't getting none. You ain't getting no money. You want a break? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna sit here and make sure you go on a little break. But I want you to stay here for at least 5 more minutes, because then your break is over and you can come back and you can come on and keep commenting and being disrespectful. So I want you to keep watching while I muted your chat so you can't talk. I can't see. You can't write anything. Aren't you mad? Yeah, you are. But guess what? Because you're watching my video and you're trying to troll me, guess what? Because this is my video, I'm in control. Like, I'm in control. I am in control of everything on this page because guess what? I am the person who runs the page. So that's what happens. You act up, you act a fool, you're disrespectful in any manner, you get put on timeout. You got to go sit out for a little while. Got to go sit down. You're doing too much of this. I'm going to do all of this while you watch me, okay? So you doing this, that doesn't work. Make sure you watch me so you can hear me talk around my mouth. So also, the new podcast, No Love Laws 2.0, is now up on Spotify. I believe it's going to be up on Apple tomorrow. So you guys are welcome to definitely go check that out. I'm still doing No Love Lost with my co-host Mario, but I'm also going to be doing a solo show called No Love Lost 2.0, where I do a lot of videos about true crime and about other things going on in the community of people of minorities, minority community. I'm sorry, Hispanics and blacks and any minority that is facing. There's a lot of times that people will end up getting killed or murdered, and a lot of these true crime people do not cover those stories or cover the legitimacy of those stories. A lot of the time is, oh, it was a drug deal going bad, or they were a illegal immigrant. It's always something negative, versus it actually being what it really is that it is sometimes a black on black crime. It is sometimes a Hispanic on Hispanic crime, and I'm not saying white people don't do the same, because all groups of ethnicity are able to create violence, but we have to take accountability and actually tell these stories, though people know to look at them so they know to actually not just don't just feed into the bullshit. Actually do your work, do your history, find out who people are. Find out what their story was, because for every child lost, and that means an adult too, because that's somebody's child. That's a loss to a family. You know, it's a loss to a family, and you have to be mindful that you don't want to sit here and literally just view these things as stories. You also want them to be what they really are, and they're not just stories. They're not. They're also people's lives. And I think that we have to be really mindful of how we talk about people's lives, especially people who have been murdered or people who have been in situations where they've lost family members and there's no conversation to be had. There's nothing to talk about. There's no sit up here, no accountability. There's nobody actually looking into what happened to that person. That happens too often. It happens way too often, and we have to remember to do better. Because if we sit up here and allow people to get away with taking us out or killing us in these communities, we're always going to be lost. We're always going to be in a place of confusion, of always wanting to say, oh, well, why wasn't nothing done? You know what? Sometimes we have to sit there and be the ones to take some type of accountability. We have to be the ones to sit up there and get out in the streets and know we shouldn't have to do that, but the reality of the situation is we have to, because others are not doing it for the community that we are from. And that could be if you're from another country, if you're from this country in America, it doesn't matter where you're from. Minorities, a minority is just somebody that's in a big, it's like fish. It's like putting a goldfish with a whole bunch of tadpole. That's frogs. Nothing to do with that goldfish, but it's literally limits and puts them as one. They become the minority. So when something happens to them, do we shy away from it and turn our backs on them? No, we put our best foot forward and we make sure that we take accountability, that the community that sometimes we are in are set up to be institutionalized for us to fail. But that doesn't mean that we can't achieve better things. You get what I'm saying? I've grown up in the hood. I grew up in New York City. I lived in Brooklyn. I lived in the Bronx. I lived in Queens. I lived in Long Island. I lived in Brentwood, Central Islip. I done lived all over New York. I done lived in Florida. I done lived. I live down south now. And I will tell you this, the biggest thing I've noticed is that there is no accountability for communities to come together anymore. So that I definitely want to use this platform to use No Love Laws 2.0 as a platform to make sure people are heard, seen, and thought about in these communities when they're lost, even if that's by their own. Because sometimes it really is by their own, because a lot of people have this jealous mentality and have this crab in a bucket mentality where they think that they have to pull the other down if the other one's going up above them. And that's just some hating ass shit. That's what it is. It's just some hating ass shit. Like, you really gotta hate people to sit up here and do something like. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to go sit down. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to go sit down. I got a few more. I got not a few. I got a lot of hours to go. I don't get up till 8 o'clock in the morning. Go sit down and drink my water. About to text my friend back. My friend is texting me. He must want me to get on the phone with him. So I'm gonna end this live and we're gonna come back when I make breakfast. I think they're gonna have cereal today. I don't think I have to cook anything today because they went food shopping for the guys at the group home. So cereal it is. I've been cooking every day that I work here. I know I only work here twice a week, but that's a lot because I already cook every day at my own house. I cook every day at my own house. My fiance want to rid of that, but I know that because I'm like, baby. I said, like today, I didn't cook, so my fiance was like, oh well, what am I gonna eat? I said, there's all that food in there. I said, and you want to go out and buy food because you don't want to cook? I heard. Then you wonder why you don't save no money. I'm like, come on, baby, you gotta do better. Oh, all right, my friend is calling. Let me go answer him. I'll be back on live around 5 a.m.